3 in a row. And that one rattles out for Lukosius. Cincinnati now 5 for 12 from 3. Attacking the basket, the lay-in. Brent Chatfield +1.
So it's been, their balance has been good. And then for Cincinnati, Jizzle James stays on the heater he was on coming into this game. He's got 49 in their last 2 games. He's already got 10 in this one.
Cincinnati winning 3 straight, and Day Thomas inserted into the starting lineup for Cincinnati. And the pull-up jumper, Jizzle James with 12.
And in transition, it gives you 2 guys who can push. And then here, you can kind of pick on the matchup you like the best.
James shovels it to Aziz Bandaogo in the reverse, and it crawls in, and we're tied at 34.
This has been a physical game, no question about it.
And Jizzle James, a 73%er, nails both. Rattles in for Curtis Jones, an 82%er over on the year at 17.5 per game coming off the bench for the Cyclones. And he knocks the game at 36. Step back from Jizzle James. You think he's feeling it?
Tough shot he's hit in his first half.
Step back at the other end. The answer, Curtis Jones. Here comes Jizzle James. Red hot first half. James, 2 seconds from the corner. And that one well short, and we are tied 39 up at the half, but James, and he averages 17.5 a game.
You like Iowa State out of halftime, trapping that ball screen with Jizzle James, saying we are getting the ball out of your hands.
They find Aziz Bandaogo underneath, and Day Thomas the pass. Points for Aziz Bandaogo. Milan Momcilovic in the key, and we're knotted at 41.
But especially for Cincinnati, you start turning the ball over in the second half in this building, you're allowing Iowa State to get runouts.
Second year here at Iowa State after 2 years at UNLV. Was the Big 12 tournament MVP last year, and he hits both free.
Throw to the defense.
Now he's posting up, poked away by Dylan Mitchell. Jizzle James weaves his way up the floor, and James a reverse lay-in. And he knocks the game at 43. He's junior coming in off the bench for the Bearcats. Joshua Jefferson spins underneath. Missed it at the rim, and then it wouldn't crawl in. Chatfield, a second chance for Brent Chatfield. Jack Trice, again succumbing to injuries suffered in a football game against Minnesota back in 1923. And Trice was roll blocked and trampled by 3 Minnesota players, and then passed away 2 days later from hemorrhaging lungs and internal bleeding. One as Lukosius with his second 3 of the day. Here come the Cyclones. How about that one from Dylan Mitchell? An open Nate Heisey. And the rebound kept alive by Tamin Lindsey for Iowa State. Curtis Jones. Short, but the rebound and a putback. Brent Chatfield for Iowa State.
Pass cross court that Dylan Mitchell goes flying in the air to finish. The offensive glass starting to play a role here in this game for Iowa State.
Joshua Jefferson squares up and strokes it as Iowa State seesaws in front. Dan Skillings Jr. nearly banks in the 3. Joshua Jefferson the rebound. Step back, Keyshawn Gilbert. 3! And it's almost like Jeff is more nervous for an Iowa State game than he is for his own games. Spotting up. Head of 3. Milan Momcilovic. 10 straight for Iowa State. And Lukosius answers for Cincinnati.
Well, that
jumps in front of it. Jefferson cuts inside. Corner three. Milan Momcilovic the miss, but Joshua Jefferson cleans it up for the Cyclones.
All right, here we go. 1-1.
82%. Curtis Jones at the line. He's 2 for 2 today. And one more coming for Jones.
Oh, and he plays starters minutes. So, I mean, TJ goes to him early.
Cincinnati desperately needed that from Dave. He's an all-MAC performer. And his second year here at...
As successful with the one-year rentals. If you can get those guys to stay in your program for multiple years.
He's embraced the role of coming off the bench. 16-5 surge for the Cyclones. The step back, Jizzle James for the Cincinnati Bearcats.
I think you got to come back with Jizzle James, and I think that's what Wes Miller's talking to his staff right now about.
And he rolls the second one in.
Like you keep
Defense. Josh Reed. Rainbow three from Reed, a second triple.
This foul line has been
Halftime. And Iowa State has gone 10 for 11 from the stripe here in the second half. 6-point lead for the Cyclones. Make it 9. Milan Momcilovic 3. And a steal again for Tamin Lipsey. He's home free. You notice anything different with Iowa State?
Yeah, they've been more aggressive with Jizzle James. They've made him have to defend.
Day Thomas and one. Thomas 2 for 2 from the line, 72% on the year. Manny. One more. TJ Otzelberger utilizing a smaller lineup. Both his bigs are on the bench. Number 10, Iowa State, up 9. The flyby. Jizzle James. Momcilovic backing his way in. The scoop. Milan Momcilovic with 12. Curtis Jones. He's now 9 for 9 from the stripe. And now, but 21 committed by Cincinnati today as Lipsey goes 1 for 2. And a steal. Again, it's Tamin Lipsey defensively. Curtis Jones. Joshua Jefferson cleans it up. And the pull-up from Tyler Benzie. The other game with 18 turnovers was a loss a couple of weeks ago here to Kansas State. Aziz Bandaogo with the block from Aziz Bandaogo.
What a recovery.
Speaking of recoveries,
It's only an 8-point game. I mean, that's where a technical foul like that.
And the lead now 11 for the Cyclones. Iowa State 26 for 30 from the line. And Curtis Jones
Stepped up, and then the offensive glass is what changed this game.
out of bounds to Cincinnati. Queen, UNLV, South Dakota State, and now Iowa State. Final score 81-70. The Cyclones now 10-4 in Big 12 play as number 10 has won 3 in a row.